It was formed when a river valley was cut off from the sea, and despite its size, Lake Sabaya is only 20 meters above sea level. The only thing stopping it from flowing back into the ocean is this narrow band of vegetated dunes. People have lived here for a very long time, and today we can get clues on how they lived and survived here by observing them fishing traditionally. Using spears, these Tembe Tonga boys spend most of their afternoons after school expertly catching fish. It's not an easy task, but these boys have grown up learning to secure food for their families. This will be something they will be able to continue to do, as the mission of the park is to allow the sustainable use of resources by the local people. Traveling further north still, nearly on the border of Mozambique, this mission is once again evident. There are 4 lakes here, connected by channels and governed by tides, in an estuarine system known as Cozy Bay. Here too, people have lived for centuries, and like at Lake Sabaya, we look at how they fished to understand how their ancestors lived and survived here for so long. Just like the boys at Lake Sabaya, most are Tembe Tonga people and are subsistence farmers who fish in the lake using funnel-shaped traps. As the tides move in and out of the estuary, so too do the fish. More than 700 years ago, they started building fish traps in the shallow water, taking advantage of this natural movement of water and fish. Fish that swim into the estuary at high tide enter the traps, and as the tide recedes, they are trapped. And one of the best things about the traps is that it is low impact and sustainable, as there are gaps in the funnel which allow smaller, younger fish to escape and complete their growth to adulthood and to eventually reproduce. Each fisherman checks his traps at least once a day to spear the bigger fish. Leaving the coast, my journey now takes me inland. The vegetation quickly changes, and I now find myself in stands of dense woodland. This is home to a different group of animals and plants, and straddles parts of South Africa, Mozambique and Swaziland. It's best known for its elephants, but it has a secret. A forest locked within a forest, and time. The unique and highly endangered sand forest. The forest is endangered because of the fences separating the 3 countries. They prevent the animals to roam free, and their constant grazing has taken its toll on the sand forest. One of the major aims of the Peace Park is to take these fences down. Wayne, when the fences come down and this is a real transfrontier conservation area, what's the effect going to be on these forests?
Well, I think the transfrontier is a very big positive. I mean, because the main reason that's driving us as the managers here of this park is the impact that elephant are having on our forests. The forests are actually taking quite a bit of impact, which is, as we've discussed, is actually all about how sensitive they are to impact. And if we can reduce that impact in any way, it's actually good for the forest. It's the only way they're going to literally perpetuate in the future. And by opening up into the Mozambican areas and on the Southern African areas is going to be very, very important for actually the continuation of sand forest conservation in South Africa.
Until all the fences are removed and their range expanded, the growth of the elephant population in the park has to be slowed, for their own benefit and for that of the vegetation. I seek out the team behind a very interesting, jumbo-sized idea which will help curb population growth. I believe you guys are using contraception to control your elephant populations.
We're one of the first people, or first groups of people that do this. So it's sort of like a trial run for this, like an experiment, because we don't really know what's going to happen. But up to what we have done now, it seems that it has been working. We're not getting a lot of new weaning calves coming in or new calves. They're starting to age more in the groups, in the elephant herds.
So how does it actually work? I mean, how do you contraceptualize an elephant?
For the contraception, we go up in a helicopter. Then we have one person that darts elephants. And then we have a vet standing by as well to just make sure that everything is going fine. So they dart the elephants with the contraception and a marking in the dart that shows that that elephant has been contracepted, so we don't dart the same elephant twice. And on that, we only dart adult females. We don't dart sub-adult females.
From the Tembe Elephant Park in South Africa, I cross over the border into Mozambique, a landscape eerily devoid of life, and head to the Maputo Special Reserve. For years, Mozambique suffered the effects of a brutal civil war, and almost all animal life has been wiped out. There are elephants here, but they avoid people. Opening up the region across borders and dropping fences will enable them to move through a narrow corridor, the Futi Corridor, which links Mozambique to South Africa and back to Tembe.
Although transfrontier parks are all about dropping fences, some will always be necessary, like this one. The ironic thing about this fence is it wasn't built to keep animals in, just keep them out. And it was erected to protect farmers and their crops from elephants.
So the elephants are still able to move freely, while people and their livelihoods will be safe. This will enable local communities to benefit from conservation, at the same time allowing the ecosystem to become more healthy once again. Where large animals go, there's dung, and it's not long before a pile of it is covered in dung beetles, as Tembe has one of the highest densities of dung beetles anywhere in the world. It's a hive of activity as they burrow into the moist, nutrient-rich surroundings to lay their eggs. Some species roll a ball to bury their eggs a short distance away. Dung beetles play a vital role in recycling nutrients back into the environment, and they are essential for healthy ecosystems. My journey now heads southeast to the border between South Africa and Swaziland.